So you have your approval and it's finally time to start looking at houses. You've already been watching the market for months, saving listings, driving through neighborhoods, and attending open houses. And there's this one property that has been on the market. 7 months and counting, same list price, top of your budget, but it might be the one. You've spoken to your agent about it and discovered that it's actually overpriced. The correct price will be more comfortably within your approval, but you're still not sure if or how you should move forward. You just have so many doubts. Why is it still on the market? What's wrong with it? Why won't they reduce the price? Well, more times than not, there's nothing physically wrong with properties that are on the market for long. And yes, you can make an offer. So let's talk about it. Why do sellers hold the price even when the house is not selling? Why do some sellers price so high and then refuse to sell the property when they see that the house is not selling? To understand this, you have to understand how the list price is chosen. During the listing appointment, the seller and the potential agent review 2 sets of numbers. The first set of numbers are actualities. So there's market data, which includes recent sale amounts, and the property's mortgage balance. The second set of data includes the seller's expectations. So this is where the seller will include how much they want to sell the house for and net expectations based on their post-sale goals. When a seller follows the guidance of their real estate agent, they choose a price that works best for their local market. And chances are that they will benefit from this because the market responds early to a good price and a good showing experience. Some sellers, however, have a figure already in mind even before they sit down with their real estate agent, either based on how much another property sold and how much they want to sell for, or how much they need to move forward on the next stage of life. Once a seller is attached to a figure and unwilling to budge, they will likely require that the property be listed at that price, regardless of how it will work in their local market. And these are usually the sellers whose properties remain on the market for long without a change in price. Unfortunately for these sellers and properties, when a house is not priced properly from the beginning, there's a high likelihood that it will sit on the market. And when a house sits on the market, buyers tend to avoid it, which then increases its time on market and increases the amount of speculation in buyers. They're wondering what's wrong with the property. Why doesn't anyone else want it? Well, most likely there's nothing wrong with the property. The issue is that the seller is stuck to a specific number. So as a buyer, instead of treating the list price as the final price, treat it as the asking price, which is what it is. The list price is negotiable. The Denver Metro Association of Realtors March 2026 market update showed that almost 1% of listings in the month of March closed under asking. While the number is not high, it does show that it is very possible to purchase a house for less than the list price. In a real estate transaction, the seller advertises the list price, you make an offer, and the seller can either accept, decline, or counter. So come with your best offer. Work with your agent to do your research so that you can offer an amount that matches the market and works for your budget and can be supported by the comps in your area. Don't worry about lowballing your seller, especially on an overpriced listing. A data-backed offer is not a lowball. It is a fair market value offer. When you purchase based on the valuation supported by the market, you're protecting yourself. After working to create your offer, there's one last factor to consider: the seller. Remember, we're dealing with a property that is overpriced and has been on the market for a long time. In some cases, this can be an indication of a difficult seller. So before you decide to move forward with the offer, make sure that you are ready to deal with this possibility. Make sure that you have the emotional and mental bandwidth to deal with whatever may come up. The truth is, regardless of how accurate your offer is, the seller can reject it. This is not to discourage you from moving forward. I just want to make sure that you're aware of the possibility. So what if your offer is rejected? Submit another one. If the seller rejects your offer, you are free to submit another offer. The good thing about a rejection is that your real estate agent is able to reach out to the listing agent and discover the points that the seller was shaky on so that you can adjust your offer to hopefully be accepted when you resubmit. There's no reason to avoid any property, except if it's out of your loan approval. Regardless of whether a property is overpriced or if it's been sitting on the market for a year or it's been on the market, come off, gone back on the market. If you like the property, go for it. Just make sure You don't fall in love until you have your keys in hand. If you are in the Denver metro area and you're ready to move forward with your home purchase, check the link in the description. Also, like, subscribe, and share. And if you have a question, drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and all the best.